I'm going to pull upwards and try to get this pin out. Boom. That simple. I can't remember what these are, but yeah, all of it. Yeah.
Yeah, we are here.
And welcome back, everybody. What's up? Good morning, good evening, good night, whatever time it is you guys are watching this. Welcome back. In this vlog, we'll be wiring up our switch panel, the signal wire, to our headlights and running lights to one switch. We're going to be running low beam. We won't be running high beam. But, yeah, let's get it. Oh, and then last vlog, I noticed that whenever I anyway, whenever I was editing it, I clipped out me explaining the tape. I had taped up the wires and then showed which wire did what, and I took that out of the video. But I still had the diagrams and stuff that I added pictures of, so that's all good. If you haven't watched the last video, we wired in our switch panel to a ignition, and this video is headlights, so let's get it. What you doing? What are you doing? Huh? Good boy. You gonna good boy? Alright, good. I gotta get back to work. I know you're not gonna help me. And let's start with tools. So we have a heat gun, we have heat shrink. You don't have to use a heat gun, you can use a lighter, a torch, anything like that. We need something to cut the wires with and strip the wires with. This one has both. From Harbor Freight, very handy. Very useful. Such as this pick. I have no idea what angle that this pick is, but I favor this one a lot whenever it comes to depending. And then I bought this from my local O'Reilly's. You could buy this on Amazon. You could buy like a whole kit from Amazon actually. And you know, your local auto parts store, because we would be making our own quick disconnect. And you don't need this, but wire laying around will help you. I will show you in a second why, but you definitely do not need it in this vlog. So I installed this. Yours may look like this. This is the combination switch, I believe. And then this one is, you know, probably just your wiper switch. I'm unsure of which one this one's called. Some of these break right here. So if you buy a new one, you just have to unscrew these two Phillips. That will pop off. If this breaks and you need a new one, these two Phillips heads, undo those, and then it should pop off. But our headlights work. The reason being of why we're going to rewire this is because I'm going to have this one extra. So we might as well use it. Alright, so quick rundown on this. Say you have your steering wheel right here. To take this off, you undo this 19mm lock nut. Don't take it off all the way. Loosen it up. And then if it's a stock steering wheel and you've never taken it off, even if you have before, you just smack the right side, smack the left side, and then pull towards you. The reason why I said leave the lock nut on is because if it does break loose, it'll stop it from smacking you in the face. So once we do this, come on, boom, take our steering wheel off and then pull this outwards. And then push this button, undo this clip, push this, undo this clip. There's one on this side, push this, undo this, and so on and so forth. Almost messed up. Hopefully you didn't already pause the video and try to do something, but this little plastic piece comes off, the little clock spring. I almost forgot. And there's 3 Phillips screws that go right here. Very simple. So let's start wiring. This is the way it would sit right here. The only one that we're worried about is this big plug right here. You can't miss it. Out of all 4 of these plugs, this is this big one. And then here's the diagram. You can pause the video. I wrote it down. We have 2 white wires, which are power. 1 red and blue wire, which is the high beams. 1 red and green wire, which is the running lights. And then 1 red and white wire, which are the low beams. So power, because it's the white wire. The red with the blue is high beams. The red with the green is running lights. And then the red with the white are the low beams. So the ones that we want are the red with the green and red with the white. Here we go again. Real quick, remember how I said you might want this wire? So for other vehicles, I don't know, for EK, but to test your wiring, I assume it's pretty similar. We're just going to take a little piece of wire, strip the loom, and bend it. And then we're going to use one of these powers, which this is a power, and touch this. And our running lights are on. Give me a second. I'll take you guys back off the tripod. Alright guys, let's see how well I could do this with no help recording. Pause. But we want our running lights, which are red and green. So we're going to touch this. Running lights are on. And then our low beams is the red and white. So we're going to touch this. Maybe if I can make a connection. Now headlights are on. Off. On. There we go. So now that we've done that, the reason why we have this is because we will be depinning these 2 wires. You could cut them depending on the way you want to work, but I want to depin it, cut the wires, strip the loom, and connect it, which we'll do. Instead of just keeping it like this and then adding connectors like this, I think this is a better route. So we'll get our pick. I already disconnected the battery. I'll hold it as so with the clip side this way. I'm going to pull upwards and try to get this pin out. Boom. That's simple. These bigger ones are a little easier. I don't know. It just depends on the clip, I guess, because some of these do suck. Boom. And there's that one. So I don't know if you can see in there. Yeah, right here. This little piece. That's what you're picking at. Like this. You're pretty much just wiggling it in there until you hear a click and lightly putting force on this wire. So once you hear the click, the wire should come out. Now, the part where we add these. It's pretty much preference. It doesn't really matter of which one you connect to which side. But now we could cut this off. Come on. That almost hit me in the face. Send help. Imagine getting a black eye from wiring. Like this just hit your eye in the correct spot and you probably have like a bloody eye or something. You know how you pop blood vessels? Does it work like that? I don't know. But let's unscrew this. Now it's a little easier to work with. So let's go to 3/4 of an inch. Strip this one. Okay, I had to check to make sure I was still in the view of the camera. Sometimes I just work and don't even pay attention. So Let's put the female in on this end. Match this stuff. Strip this side. And then grab heat shrink. Alright, so I found a piece of loom. There are many ways you could do this. This is one of the ways I do it. So some people may disagree, but connect the wires the way you would. I just put them against each other and twist it. This makes it to where if you do need to replace it later on, you don't have to fight with soldering and stuff, which soldering sometimes can fail you. If you don't know soldering that well, you could get the wire too hot, all sorts of stuff, but that's neither here or there. I just take pieces of wire and just twist it around. You don't have to do it this way. That's the way I do it. I don't know if you can hear the dogs inside the house. I think Dealwicks just got home. And boom. But it is also a struggle if you do solder this. A lot of these wires do not need soldered. I've done this multiple times and I don't have problems with it. Boom. I used to solder wires a lot, don't get me wrong. But once I started doing this, I was like, you know, that works. It works. Now to the switch panel, we need to figure out which signal wire goes to this. So we're going to pop this out and then look for the white and yellow wire. Push this back in and I'll get the wire. Alright guys, we're done. Got those two connected. Connect this battery, cut the lights, and flip some switches. Maybe I do talk too much in the vlogs. So let's add power and turn on lights. Everything works. Headlights work. And running lights. And I will conclude this video, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed and I hope you guys learned something. I explained it pretty well and we got Tonko's lights to work. Next, that's probably the end of wiring for a while until we get our fuel pump, radiator, water pump, stuff like that. But stay blessed, stay slam, most importantly, keep gunning, and I'll catch you guys next time. Get your bone.